Hi everybody, this is Erin Anning here to show you another fundamental Google product that you've been giving your Google account, and that is this one here. It's the one that's purple and it's Forms. Forms was my first experience with Google after the flood and has become one of my go-to things. And if you ever watch, this is pretty much how the district now sends everything out. So Forms is for you to either make a survey, or it is also for you to possibly even make a quiz, depending on how you set it up. So to give you a basic idea, we're going to go to it right now. Remember, it ultimately saves in Form and in Drive. And we're going to start a blank one, but you'll see up here you have various templates. This is an untitled form. And there's two major things to remember. There's the stuff up here and the stuff down here. Down here, you have add a question, import questions. I like that one. Add title and description. Add an image if you want them to analyze a picture. Add a video. It is a YouTube video. And this is to add a section. The difference between add a section and add a question is this. A question is something they answer. A section is where they finish up, and at the bottom it will say either next and then go back. That is a section. So if you want to divide something up in a way that it chunks it, you add a new section. But effectively up here, give a title. Up here becomes demo. It's very simple. You say name. Might even start to recognize what you're trying to ask it, so you give it a short answer. I can trash it. I can duplicate it. I can make it required where they're not allowed to move forward unless they answer it. They'll have an asterisk next to it. I add question. So I could do date. And it'll actually switch for me on that one. And I could say required. I could add more questions, or I could add a new section. Say multiple choice. I add a question. What color is the sky? Red, blue, yellow. I can make it required. Up here, this is for actually making the form. Up here is for all the options related to it. If I want to, I can change the color. It's default purple, but I could change the color. If I want to preview it, give you an idea of how this actually works. See how the asterisks are there? These are required, so I give a demo answer. Today's the 23rd. Notice it says next because I did a new section. The color is the sky, red. Now, this implies that this is a quiz. But actually, I haven't set it up that way. It's a default as a survey. So this is just a survey to see what the class thinks that the color of the sky is. I could say it's red. I could submit. Okay? But this works if it's a survey. Let's say I wanted to make this a quiz. We had just been talking about the sky. I go back to edit. Yes, I'm going to leave. I go up here to my settings. You can set it up a variety of ways. I can restrict it just EBR users where they have to be logged into their account. I can limit them to one response. I could collect email addresses if I want to see their email address to prove who they were. I can give them the option of editing after submitting, but I don't have to. Presentation, I could tell them to show the link to submit another response. I could shuffle the question order. This is very important when we talk about sections because it shuffles within sections. So if you don't do this and you just had one very, very long Google form and you shuffled the questions, the name could be the 15th question. The date could be the 12th question. but it shuffles by section. So I always say that what we would call the header on a worksheet, no matter what, should be its own section. If I want to, I can make this a quiz. I can release the grade immediately after each submission. I could release it through email. This now applies to our 11th and 12th graders, turn later after manual review. It is up to you how you do it. Okay, I'm going to cancel for right now. When I want to send it, I can send it by people through email. I can send it as a link if that is too much. I can just shorten it. I want to embed it on a website. This is my embed code. Okay. That's pretty much Google Form in a nutshell. Very, very, very powerful tool. The district routinely uses it anytime they need to take a poll, a survey, etc. The one thing to watch with the kids, the two things to watch with the kids, the two issues I've had, and they're not major issues, they're just things to watch. One, Google Form will eventually give you responses. I have no responses right now, but it will give you pie charts and bar graphs, etc. You can do it by individual or by group, and then you can actually send it to a spreadsheet. You're really just populating a spreadsheet. So until you hit the student or the person taking it hits the submit button, it's just staying here. When they hit submit, it's being saved in a way that you could perhaps put it in a sheet, make it a response. So the first thing you need to make sure is that a person needs to complete a Google form when they start it. It's not saving along the way. They have to complete in one sitting. The other issue is if they scroll down, tell them to scroll down using either like the bar on the side or clicking where I'm clicking right now, because that allows them to scroll up and down with the arrows. If they're working on a question and they just hit the arrow button to scroll down to the next question, they're not actually scrolling. They're taking the answer for, like, let's say that multiple choice, and they're moving it. So if they're not careful, the answer that they gave was B, but they could turn it into a C very easily because the arrow button moved it down. These are not bad things. These are actually things related to us in an electronical world with testing. Sometimes our testing products are set up the same way with the multiple choice. So this is just something we have to teach them. But still an excellent product. I personally use it all the time. I hope you do too. Thank you very much.